Dust2 coming up. Final map to decide this one. Someone's going home, and it's either 100 Thieves or Evil Geniuses. And it's actually not that clear who right now. They've both been playing decent games. I mean, EG, when they get rolling, they look so terrifying. 100 Thieves, though, they were starting to rediscover themselves a little bit, so that could get really interesting.
Here's your mid to B smoke. That's going to go towards spawn. Gratisfaction is going to be pushed back off Catwalk. Pop Flash out mid. One player on Catwalk is going to delay any kind of jump down. Oh, and they're blind. They're committed outside of the B bomb site, but they've won both fights. That's massive. Oh, Jacob forced away by a Goosh. And Stanislaw is going to have a big role to play. Actually, I imagine they're going to step up the retake right now.
Yeah,
right now, knowing he's in mid.
They want to go before he even got there, but they're backing up. They still have the bomb out here. And just like that, it's a 3-on-3, and they're starting to run back. Wanted to catch the bomb there, as that would have been a big pickoff. And Cirque, he's taking the scenic route all the way through T-spawn, which he's going to be much delayed. Jacob has checked all the way in the back of the B bomb site, has found no one, so he's far away. This is a mad round.
Well, the plant is set up for Cirque. He's got the P250, and he's going to try and get into pit, but he's only got 1 health.
You know what? That's exactly one more than you need. So let's just find out how this goes. Stanislaw trying to do some damage, trying to transfer with the Glock. He's almost out of bullets. 1 left, and actually Turk will snipe away at Elias. And now it's Jacob versus the P250 here. And he's such a small target. Without a scope or anything down here, what could Jacob do? He's trying to look for it, Cirque. Not quite guessing it. And Jacob, he's a second away. And Cirque, oh, he can't get the shot. Jacob will get the defuse instead. And 100 Thieves will win. One of the most chaotic pistol rounds I've seen in a while.
How frustrating is that? Cirque hit him. Cirque hit him once with the P250.
Yep.
It didn't do enough damage at that distance and could never connect with another bullet again. That's going to be crushing. 1-0.
They had a theory.
Yeah, they did. They even made the correct mid-round call to rotate back to the A bomb site to avoid that early retake.
That was a series of really cool calls from both teams. I love 100 Thieves saying, let's retake, just like you said.
Yeah, Stanislaw's in mid. We have a 4-on-2. Let's go.
Exactly. The math is so good on that. And then EG snipe 1 to make it 3-on-3, and they say, well, we don't commit the bomb. Let's just fall back. That's some beautiful Counter-Strike on the calling side.
Well, here we go. This is a massive round. Look at what's picked up. EG have a very strong buy. 3 Kriegs, surrounded by 2 Deagles, and 2 sets of full utility.
Yeah, that's going to be powerful, isn't it?
Especially because look at all the space that's given up on Catwalk. Turn this corner once you start attacking the bomb site. Gratisfaction is defending with an SMG. Ozzo's at long with an SMG. Liaz at long with the FAMAS. You've got a lot of advantages there.
Grenade much too early. Yeah, they don't know much. JKS looks like he wants to move into upper dark, but now it's probably not going to be in time, even if he actually went for it. 45 seconds. Smoke goes up. And Gratisfaction, that's potentially a better position with the SMG than actually being at the ramp. He goes out a bit too early, though, and 4 people were waiting on 5, in fact. And now it's just a full-on war here at the A-bomb side. Azza trying to stay out of the fire, but I can't believe he hit that headshot. And the grenade to follow it up. How are they defending this so well? 100 Thieves now down to a 1-on-2, but that's only because Cirque and Ethan managed to turn this around. They were losing this round, and now they might actually end up winning it. Jacob trying to see if he can hunt someone down, but falling back towards CT spawn is Ethan. Beautiful headshot here from Jacob. He's so low on health, and the jump probably should have killed him already. Now he knows where he is at least. He's got a kit. He could maybe go for it. There's a chance for Ethan to go for the jump shot. Smooth flashbang just to buy a little bit of time, and he taps the bomb. Ethan doesn't really believe it. He hasn't even jumped yet, but if he jumps now, he's going to get shot in the back, and there it is. Jacob, that is so sneaky. And with the kit, he's going to have enough time for the defuse. Second defuse here for him.
What a nice pre-fire onto Cirque at the railing. That is perfect as he swings off Catwalk. 2 clutches now for Jacob. He did the pistol round and just now this 1 versus 2, and they survive a scare. That one is frustrating, but EG, no time to be pissed off. They're going to buy right back up into this. Galil's on board. Another Krieg is picked up because of the plant, so they're keeping the pressure on this defense. And you ask, like, how does 100 Thieves really even battle back against that kind of a buy with the Kriegs against the SMGs? Same strike that they've relied upon for the last year. Fundamentally, extremely sound this 100 Thieves lineup is. Great with utility, great with nades, and that allowed them to soften it up for the SMGs.
Well, this is how Nuke got started. Evil Genius is constantly getting it into a close 2v2, 1v1. they used that to say, well, let's keep forcing, let's keep going. You know, we have the money, and we know their economy is going to be low. And they ended up losing that battle to 100 Thieves, which set them off on a bit of a spiral. Don't know if that's going to happen quite here yet. So down in pit, they've just put him in there with the one Creed that they have. So hoping for a long-range fight. Going to be putting some pressure here on the catwalk, and actually Gratisfaction, I can't believe the fire is not burning him yet. He's going to stick around. That's such a narrow gap. Now finally there's a little bit of damage, and Tarek, well, he finds him as he's trying to make a run for it. Liaz, that's a beautiful headshot.
Oh, there's one player at long though, so Liaz has to give it up, and they might just decide to save this at a certain point. Bomb's going to get planted, and it's a flank up catwalk. But if they don't win some of these initial fights, this is going to be a difficult retake to make happen. They've got 2 kits. They don't have a smoke, though, for the bomb, which is planted for the player at long. That's Cirque again with the Krieg.
They can force Stan out with the Molotov, though. They could bank it off that wall. Yeah, it's... Oh, actually, they're going to throw it deep instead. So forcing out Ethan instead, that's not bad. He goes for the fight right away, and a successful victory for him. Just a headshot should be quite enough, because Liaz is low. Jacob is tagged up as well. Oh, now it's Cirque left. Long ones again, but this time it's not a P250. And the Krieg is so much better at this job. Jacob, he wanted to go for a 3rd defuse, but that's going to be denied. And Cirque probably happy for some sweet revenge.
Yeah, fair play. They almost got it. That is a nice retake, but even better job from Cirque. And this time, you're exactly right. Not the P250. Even the Krieg, though, seemed a bit sketchy tapping away on that 2nd kill. I thought I was about to see Cirque stand up and throw his monitor across the room.
The worst feeling, surely, is when you do that with the AWP and you somehow miss a shot. And
that reload takes so long, pulling the bolt action back.
Just feels like it's forever, doesn't it?
This right here, he had to be getting so tilted after like 4 of those shots. He's like, I swear to God, if I don't get this kill.
Flipping the whole table.
Yeah, ooh, he leads the way out. Good save from Tarek. Takes 48 damage from the Molotov, but you'll take that all day long. All day.
Second time they go long. I think last time it was Breeze leading the charge. But I just want to bring you back to my theory.
Okay.
Every time you
Aliens?
want that long, but save that for later. Just gotta ease people into it.
Yeah, every time you go long, if you have that smoke at the corner.
Yeah, like if you want to commit to it,
yeah,
you can have that. So that's so far twice they've tried to do it. It hasn't, like, the defense hasn't. That's not the point. I think it's just very, very hard to hold on the CT side, and it's almost never worth it for people to commit to holding it. So let's just see how many times they actually go for it and just get it. Krieg and a scout and some pistols. Nice attempt to try and sneak through there. You know, could have found someone, could have found the right timing. Good headshot.
Hello, go get that. Go get you an AK-47. Nice thing now is, I mean, they don't even have to. They can save all these weapons if JKS doesn't get anything done, and he's only got the deagle. If he doesn't get lucky with a shot through, and that's a great nade. Tarek almost goes down. He has the timing. Now you go for it. Now you're all in. Jacob even has a kit. Oz has picked up that AK-47, so they're gonna have pressure from Catwalk. They're gonna have 2 coming from CT spawn. This is about as promising as you could get if you're 100 Thieves.
They're going to go for the boost, but it's already been watched for by 2 people, I think. There's the shot, though, as Stanislaw goes down and leaves Cirque. He's still down there with that Krieg. Once again, they take out Breeze. Can they win it? Cirque, he's lost this a couple of times. Now is his chance to see if he could do it. Instant headshot, and yeah, the Krieg, that is his weapon of choice from this position. He saves it again, so Jacob with a couple of defuses now. Cirque is back, guarding that bomb.
Might have a new nickname, Cirque. He's the insurance policy. Just sitting in pit. No matter what happens, he's ready to go. The rest of his team just taking HP, taking utility, taking resources away from 100 Thieves during the retake, and Cirque gets all the glory.
Yeah, just very well played. 8-1.
3 out of the 4 rounds that we played so far have ended up with Cirque trying to clutch from the pit. P250 and pistol round, now 2 rounds in a row with the Krieg.
And if they don't find an answer for it, then
well,
the
difference is going to be
when they have smokes.
Yeah, because at the moment we're having this grinding battle of like it's an economic battle that we're really playing if you get to it at a deeper level. And 100 Thieves just hasn't had the economy to have, you know, a smoke and a Molotov and a nade on every single player. When we start getting that losing bonus build up, or when they start having full buys, they'll have a smoke for that. And it's going to be much more difficult for Cirque to just sit back there and be able to take pop shots the way he is.
Yeah, it's worked out real well. At least for a couple of rounds. Now, Stack and B, they don't want to wait around. They decide to go looking for the action instead.
It's no flashbang, though.
No, they're just playing on contact, aren't they?
Yeah, it would be nice if Liaz just had one. Breeze is going to get a chance to stat pad. He sees one at Catwalk. He knows they're going to start pushing it. Oh, he's forced into a really shallow angle. Cirque, ooh, this is bold. Going to try and recover, but he doesn't get the complete kill. No real danger, not only of losing the round, but even just losing any more weapons. Cirque can just fall back to pit. He can have a teammate join up with him, and there's really no access to the bomb site, and 100 Thieves surely won't try and chase him down. So it's going to be a third round for EG.
Yeah, Ethan, well aware that someone could be there. But as you pointed out, they don't actually have to try and escape. They could just fall back and play it a little bit safer. So maybe not the most eventful round. See what 100 Thieves do. I'm curious about Gratisfaction and that AWP. I like seeing it. I haven't seen it nearly enough. Dust2 be a good map for it. Assuming they can, oh yeah, they could kind of, he wouldn't have armor, so not as rich as maybe you would have hoped for. And is he even going to try it? That's the question. Yeah, he will. Doesn't care about the armor.
I like that.
Yeah, I like it too.
It. Now the danger is if that gets taken away, you have a free AWP for Cirque on the other side of the map.
It's actually only head armor on one person, which means that Galil on Stanislaw is a pretty good weapon all of a sudden.
Gonna be decent enough, and they're already flashed off the angle. Now the good news is they called off the defense very quickly towards that long corner. Especially without armor on Gratisfaction, they just say, screw it, let's not even mess with it. 2 players pushing into Upper Dark. They're about to cut this map, or at least take a third off. Oh my god.
Good night. They're pushing out of Upper Dark, but as you said, you know, like, that's just they've lost that A bomb site already. How did they do much of anything here? They need kills through the smokes, something.
Gratisfaction is 0-4 in his opening duels.
They're JKS, they don't even know where to look right now. JKS is running away. All the way in the B bomb side. Jacob stationed outside, but...
And that's kind of the scenario I just mentioned. Free op for Cirque in this round. It's in the A bomb site. They can't recover it. The Galil is going to have a creek passed over and traded, so all good for EG.
The mission so far seems to be put Cirque in that pit. And then the rest will just solve itself, apparently. Whether it's at the end of the round or the beginning of the round. And with the AWP, I don't know. Maybe just keep him with the Krieg. It's been good.
Yeah, but he's a different beast altogether with that ult.
Yeah, hard to deny, isn't it? So they get to save the rifles. 100 Thieves at least get to save the M4s, and that is something. But they're struggling.
Yeah.
They have 2 of them. Jacob is 7-1-1. So they've got him to do at least something.
He's the only one who's really given them a whole lot, winning the pistol, winning the next clutch as well. But this is, yeah, this is going to start getting pretty stressful. 100 Thieves getting just beaten up now that the Kriegs are out on the playing field. 3 players into Upper Dark for EG, setting up in a default. 1 just watching for long pushes. That's going to be Stanislaw. Cirque with the AWP heading over towards the B bomb site where the bomb is as well. So they could do a contact play in B. They could do a mid to B split. I think Stanislaw at the moment looks like he wants to set up Tarek to head out mid. Perhaps after they clear Catwalk, but at the moment EG lining up to be the end game is the B bomb site.
Yeah. Clearing this out, making sure they don't get flanked quickly. Azer's in a pretty cool position. He knows that smoke is coming, and he's just setting up to look over it. So that's some heads-up play. If he gets this early kill, that would be something. But it actually goes just wide enough that he can't see anything through it. And Stan is snuck through. He's the only one in this mid-hit that's coming from that direction. A flashbang and a godlike flashbang coming in. Jacob can't see anything either. And that is Cirque just flashing everyone and Stanislaw cleaning it up. That's so perfect.
I feel like that's just so well drilled. The fact that the flashbang pops as soon as they're coming out of the smoke as well means the defenders have to be staring at the flashbang, and now that's through a smoke.
And it's Gratisfaction as well.
Oh, I feel bad. But it's funny. Gratisfaction having a very difficult time on this map. 0-7. EG just hitting their stride with these Kriegs. Aza not going to be able to survive this engagement. Have to imagine there's going to be a timeout coming soon.
Quad kill for Stanislaw. That's shot on Gratisfaction. What do you even do at that point? You just like, why? Why is that happening? He was so far away. 5-2-2 though. Money is looking very good for EG. Gratisfaction will pick up an AWP once again.
No armor.
No armor.
Although it doesn't really matter against, AK, Krieg,
Guess.
AWP.
Yeah.
Matters a little bit.
So yeah, very narrow set of circumstances where it could have the biggest impact. But the way things are going for him, he might end up in that scenario. holding back B plant and gets grenaded.
I hope they didn't put the Stanislaw kill. Oh, they did. Of course. It's not even scoped in.
He just looks back like, what?
5-2. 3-round lead for EG.
Cirque with the ult down the middle. And no signal which to fire, so they're gonna go quick catwalk though. Sometimes you can catch people off guard there, which is interesting. You can beat that internal timing if they're a little slow to boost or if they're just running around the long way. Now they're setting up early. I think they're boosting. I think in case someone comes there for catwalk a little bit late, then you're not going to be expecting to be shot from this angle.
And I like this too because they've gotten to that angle so quickly. They actually could have stayed there longer if they wanted to. But with the way they dropped down Suicide and ran all the way up catwalk, they got cat control with just 2 flashbangs in middle, and they turned that corner at 1.5 minutes.
At another point when we have more time, we're going to have to talk about how Stan took middle by sneaking through the smokes all the way up to the B-bomb site, because that was cool.
Yeah.
Not the traditional way.
It was quite nice. Ooh, missed shot. Gratisfaction just flicked to... I can't believe Breeze is actually swinging out the challenge after that. Making the educated risk that it would just be Gratisfaction. Azza still at the railing, so he almost could have paid for that risk. And this is just everyone on catwalk. Group up.
Look at the lack of grenades on 100 Thieves, though. That AWP is very valuable in this position, but if something goes wrong here, then they can't really defend it with grenades. They can't buy a lot of time. 30 seconds on the clock now. And Gratisfaction, he's got an opening. One flashbang will push him back. The Molotov's landing right on top of him. Azza with amazing spray gets a double. And now Gratisfaction is the time to make that ult work. He's going to miss one shot here. They're getting much closer every single time he misses. A grenade on top and the ult goes down. It's still a 2-on-2 though. And JKS trying to sneak in. Is he going to go for one of these jumps? He's not doing it right now. 9 seconds, and he doesn't look the right way. Bomb goes down. Tariq with the triple, and Jacob getting shot in the legs, and a quad kill for Tariq at the end of it.
This team is just unrelenting at the moment. That is just non-stop pressing forward to the A-bomb site. All 5 players, you're able to trade. You got to say, Gratisfaction missed a couple shots that you just can't miss at this point in the game. Now 0-8 with the AWP.
And that is, I mean, it must be... It's always frustrating if you're the ult player and you're not feeling it. But in the 3rd map, we're about to be eliminated from...
It's even more stressful.
Yeah.
Even more frustrating.
You feel the weight on that every single time. And he had some openings there. I mean, the grenades, the flashbang is great. That definitely puts him a little bit out of his comfort zone, but... Now they have an MP9 and some random pistols. No dualies. Jason.
I don't know. That's probably why they're losing.
It's very doubtful, isn't it? In fact, I wanted to say that might be the only way they could lose more at this point in time.
It's to invest in the dualies. Oh, no. Well, they could certainly start using some success early on in these rounds. They've only had 2 of these 8 rounds. Have they found the first kill? And again, matches the scoreline. Here's a stack in middle. The flashbang didn't work as much as they probably would have liked, but it's netted them 2 kills. There's the dualies. Cirque's got him, and we know he's a beast. He's already got 1 kill. Add another one onto it. 2 on 1, but Jacob's got 10 HP. And at this point, yeah, I like this from Jacob. You're going to go for this. You bail out of the fight, and you at least see if you can get a little bit lucky with timing.
Might have also been worried about an HE or something landing there. So.
Or he saw the dualies and he just ran.
Yeah, that's probably it. See, this is being guarded. Ethan was looking just here. So, yeah, they have a very, very good idea. I think Jacob's dead no matter what. Standing up is Ethan. Even if he got the kill on Cirque, it would not have mattered. So, dangerous position. Nice try for 100 Thieves. I thought that was actually well-timed.
Yeah, that was one of the more promising rounds we've seen out of them.
Here we go. Gratisfaction, AWP, and armor this time for the first time. Now he has to land shots. A lot of them right now. I don't know if we can put all of it on him, but some of these rounds, you know, would just be a helpful hand.
You certainly can't put it all on him, but you're exactly right. You could use the assistance at this point.
Another long take.
A long take, and well, this has happened throughout. I mean, 100 Thieves, as soon as they feel that pressure out long, as soon as they see a utility, they're just backing off.
And I'm not even disputing. I think that's a reasonable choice to be making. But it does, again, leave you with this problem of, you know, suddenly missing at least part of the map.
I wonder if they know Gratisfaction is over at car. Flashbang for his peak. He's going to see absolutely nothing. Tarek is forced to the bottom of pit. Ooh, there's the shot. Now they know. Now they can throw the Molotov, but Gratisfaction does have a smoke to cancel it out if need be.
That looked like it almost did not connect. Looking for the shot down in that pit. Azza getting dropped, and Cirque actually burning alive. That's a little bit strange. Now a 4-on-4. Ethan, I think in the middle of all of that debris from the grenade, he just couldn't see anything. A follow-up grenade, but I can't believe it. That bounced, and Tarek, he got a fiery death on top of it. Now a 2 versus 4, and they might have found a way in what is honestly a very confusing round.
Yeah, they got stalled out at long and obviously trying to set up, a slow-paced pinch up catwalk, but a very good hold. You're exactly right. The peak of Liaz with the HE grenade was really tough to handle. Up towards catwalk. Breeze, I think he's going to try and, I don't know, I thought he was going to try and fake it. Get a kill at the A bomb site, maybe weaken B, allow Stanislaw to have a one-on-one there, but the AWP and Gratisfaction, it's already had its first kill of the game. He's got a second now. He's doubled it up. 7-3 as 100 Thieves finally put another round on the board.
For a minute, it felt like they got so tunnel visioned on taking down Gratisfaction over by the car that they sort of spent the majority of the round throwing grenades or trying to snipe away at him. They threw that second Molotov that just,
didn't work.
Failed, and then
gave him a lot of time to set up pop flashes with his teammates so he could retake the angle.
So not ideal.
No, it's certainly a different style than the overwhelming aggression we've seen recently. Now, this would be interesting. If they had just called for a contact play at the B bomb site, you could see 100 Thieves. They need to get someone back to B. They need to do it quickly because this is not going to be held off for very long. EG realize they don't have map control.
Yeah, they do. Stan sneaking for the smoke in the middle. Nice catch. They're already soft from that grenade. JK has done so much damage in this round, and Jacob will close it out. That early grenade actually landed on 2 of them, and then the rifle to do the rest. 4 rounds for 100 Thieves. Started to build their way back in. I actually think this is such a huge change for them that they've just picked up these 2 rounds here after losing 7 in a row. I don't think 4 is quite enough for a first half score here on Dust2, but it's not that far away from being at least viable.
The nice thing about those 2 wins they had in a row, 4 players survive in each one. So the money, I mean, look at it, it's healthy. For the first time this whole half, Gratisfaction 5,000. Almost 4,000 on JKS, and once again, that long smoke at the corner, the flashbangs, 100 Thieves just want to give it up. They don't want to turn that corner. They don't want to go for that battle. And as you mentioned a couple times, can't really blame them. This is deja vu to the last round.
Yeah, but the other side of my constant talking about this long thing is, what do the T's actually do when they're here? In theory, yeah, you push them back, you get the map control, you make them nervous about it, but more often than not, it doesn't seem like the plan is that clear when it actually comes down to it. Take the previous round as an example, where they end up fighting that car for a long time.
Yeah.
Now look at 100 Thieves. They're actually going to go and retake long. If they do that against Breeze and shut him down without losing anyone, they can refocus all of this, and that's a nice pick-off from Gratisfaction. Really cool.
I don't think it matters, actually, that they just lost him because the A-bomb site is being taken. Gratisfaction, though, oh, we almost hit that second one. And now this is all working out perfectly. Azza's come back. They all challenge, and there's a line that Evil Geniuses just can't cross. It's a magic line.
Yeah, apparently so. Those headshots happen so quickly, that's where you just open up the scoreboard and report the guy immediately. Like, that can't be real.
Definitely cheating.
Yeah. That's so quick. Wow. Burst firing away. 7-5. Another round now for the defensive side. Starting to look way better, and the EG economy is actually destroyed. Now they just have to not die to pistols, and they'll be fine.
Yeah, good comeback from 100 Thieves. Finally able to set their feet, plant their feet, grind some rounds together. A lot of it coming down to, I mean, once this A bomb site, they've shut down every attack here. in recent memory. No utility for EG as well in this round, and just eating nade damage. So this should be a 6th for 100 Thieves. They should be able to close this out. Everyone's softened up. Leah's going to do just fine holding on to that, although there's another player coming out. Good shot from Gratisfaction. There's still some danger out towards long, but I think it's just coming in too late, and it's just a P250. It's not going to do the damage. It will allow the plant, which is quite nice. But a 6th round now for 100 Thieves as they are just 1 back from evening up the score.
A bit dicey. You know, could have been a kill there on Lias. Could have been a 2-on-1 with the bomb. That I guess it wouldn't even matter, but still. They do lose a little bit. They have enough money to buy in this round, and even behind that 100 Thieves, I think they probably don't care about losing any of the rifles actually in that round. I take it all back.
Yeah, 2 rounds left. They can buy everything for both of them. So timeout for Evil Geniuses there first. They've had a phenomenal half outside of these last 3-4 rounds.
It'd be so interesting, again, because you can throw that long corner smoke, and, you know, the other team maybe like 80% of the time, the other team won't even know if you have 5 people at long or 1. So if people started using it slightly more for fakes, and, you know, kind of like they did this last round where they had Breeze sitting out there and he got peeked on. But if you do it early and just run everyone else out middle or somewhere else, it could get really interesting.
Here's a problem I see for Evil Geniuses. At this point in the game, you have Ethan at 6 kills. Breeze isn't doing anything crazy either. Two of your big heavy hitters are having pretty quiet performances. At least you have Cirque delivering, but even that feels like it's mostly been a while. It's been, you know, the clutches that you think of in the first 5 rounds of this game, the position in pit to get the double kills of the Kriegs. Lately,
I mean, Gratisfaction has overtaken at least Breeze and almost Ethan, and he started off 0-9. A bit close here. The Molotov on top of him, and he's burning alive, trying to have an impact, and he will get one last parting shot to take down Stanislaw.
What a champion. Mustache is on fire, still getting the kill. Tarek's going to trade off Liaz, and that's a flash into the air. Azza looking down, patient in how he wants to play this, but all the meanwhile, Evil Genius is going to start creeping up long.
And there's no one watching it.
No one has that information. And JKS is a bit worried about crossing middle.
He almost has to just get a mad shot when they line up the smoke wall, and he's going to have no time to react either. He's not even really looking that direction now. They're trying to cross, and JKS, I mean, no chance at all. How do you do this? 4 versus 3, it's round number 14. They have enough money to buy, so they might as well sort of go for it, even if they're a man down. Don't see...
Tarek can just toy with him in this position. He's hearing all this noise. He's staying silent. He'll even let him get up catwalk, at least the first guy. Now he peeks out while they're jumping. That's a freebie. Azza's got to come back to help deal with this. He is going to get the kill. That's a lot of time off the clock, though, and now a 2-on-3. And like you said, their money is so good, they're going to go for it no matter what.
That Molotov makes it almost impossible. They can put it out with the smoke, but they also want the smoke for the defuse, so... I don't know. Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not just going for it. I mean, you see Jacob backed off. I know, I mean, it's a low percentage no matter what, but, oh, I guess they want the Kriegs. That's fair.
Yeah.
Kriegs are just that powerful.
True.
They're just like...
it is a pretty rational choice, actually.
I know, but...
We're obviously not going to win that.
It also is silly.
Maybe a little bit. 15th round. AWP and double AWP. No auto snipers. No one is rich enough.
I can't believe Stanislaw just had that sidestep as soon as Gratisfaction was delayed in taking the shot.
Yeah.
Because of landing.
Well, 15th round. Finally, another round for EG. They've been searching for it for a while and letting 100 Thieves back in the game in a big way. It's a completely open map right now. Even if they get this last round here and get to 9, 100 Thieves have done enough to make themselves very competitive on the map. JKS has got the 1-AWP over at B, and obviously Gratisfaction up at the catwalk here. Set up. Spot that's almost always, I feel like nowadays, Molotov in some fashion.
Oh,
wow.
I like this. Another brawl on catwalk. Again, same thing's happening, and Stanislaw is going to miss. This time he doesn't fully sidestep it. He's brought down to 16. Oh, they're burning, though. Liaz is in a really tough spot. Another Molotov just to delay things. He's in an awkward position, so he needs that time to readjust. And another Molotov. Utility being dumped onto catwalk. And where does Thieves go? They don't have control of Long. They don't have control of Cat now. They have to be aggressive here, but this is so dangerous. Breeze almost transferring over. Ethan is still here. Two great shots. Gratisfaction, a slow start, but he's come alive.
That's so impressive. Individually, you've got to imagine he's got to be feeling like hell when he's just missing all those bullets early on. But this might have just saved the round for them. They got flashed into that fight. I think everyone from 103's running in there was at least a little bit blind. And now he's covering the bomb down here. 30 seconds. Lias ready to pounce as soon as that orb goes off. He knows it. Around the corner, and one more kill for Gratisfaction. He's gonna get Cirque as well. He can, a quad kill. What a way to end it. What a hero performance and a comeback individually for Gratisfaction. 8-7 at the end of it. Overall, a clean down the middle for that first half. Second half gonna be coming right up, and we'll see who's going home and who's going forward.
Embrace your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies, trust your abilities, gather the energies. Pull yourself back together, and staying off track forever. Child of the nation, will seek redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be day of victory, time for history. Rebirth's a tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come, you're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, go pack your bag now, keep your feet on the road and stand up. You've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you back out. Give all you got and show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you back out. Give all you got and show them how to make a miracle. Go save your team, be a hero. Take home the cup, be a star. They're waiting for you, take aim, shoot your arrow. It's your time to shine, show them who you are. Stronger, gotta go faster, gotta get better, gotta work harder. It's fight or flight now, get out now. Go with the move, go for the goal, lead up the stadium, you know how it's done. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you back out. Give all you got and show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you back out. Give all you got and show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight.
A perfectly even first half here. 8-7, as clean as it can get for both teams. Kind of a strange way that we got there. It looked like EG were doing very well early on, and the 100 Thieves were struggling. Gratisfaction, maybe especially individually. I think 0-9 at some point early on. And he managed to fight his way back now at 10-10. So he's done a very good job individually. And I don't know, one of these teams is going home. We're going to have to find out which pistol round is coming up.
Well, this second half, this is where you'd hope, like I mentioned just towards the end of that half, the stars, the two big stars that you'd think, the two star riflers for EG, haven't really stepped up in this map. Ethan, 6 kills. Breeze, 5 kills. Those guys are way too good. Oh my God! That is filthy. That shouldn't be allowed.
No, it should not be allowed. That is so clean. I can't believe that happened. Now, Tarek, they must be shell-shocked, EG. Couple of people dead in less than a second. They're going to try and see if they get boost, but there's so many people on the other side. Nice shot from Stanislaw, and now they're just guessing through the smoke. Taken will take down Ethan, and Azur is flanking through the middle as the bomb is being planted here. Tarek, he's just trying to see if he could go for it. Might as well do something. 1 versus 3, and he's in a very tough spot. If he stays here, he's going to die, but he lands one more headshot. He actually has a chance. He's picked up the kit now. Another fight here versus Gratisfaction. He dinks him right through the box, and he's trying to hit it. He saw that. He heard it. He's out in the open. And he can't complete the clutch, but what a round. Can we?
He's actually just reenacting it, Kassad. Oh, no. I don't want to see it again.
Yeah, hold your breath.
Not safe for work.
Hold your breath for this one.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what you did.
Oh, my
Looking
Lord.
behind him like, I hope no one's watching.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Liaz is already out long. He's the foothold for his teammates to join up. This 100 Thieves team has come alive. This has got to be scary. If you're on the side of a VG, they've won what? It's now been 6 of the last 7.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think Pimp was mentioning when we got the whole series off that he was looking for someone like Ethan to, maybe up the level a little bit. And it's not like he's been playing badly the whole series, but he's got 6 kills right now and Breeze at 5.
Yeah, this has been the criticism of EG for a long time. It's much the conversation that we have about some other teams is what happens when you're star players, what happens when Breeze has an off game, what happens when Ethan isn't carrying, what happens when you have these. Can you rely on things other than the individual players to kind of carry you through these matches? The way that we see, obviously this is. It's not really an unfair comparison, but they are the best team in the world, Astralis. When Device has a bad game, they're still winning. When they have the ways, they have, the plan B, they have the strategy to fall back on.
But wasn't Stanislaw saying in one of these interviews that they felt like they could outstrand, most teams, if not all teams, something like that?
Yeah, but players often say things in interviews that none of us really buy into.
All right, shutting it right down.
I've been saying that for a couple months, even going back to when EG won New York, and I know Chad talked about it on one of the desks, and I know some of the other analysts have talked about it on the desk. Is you have to be able to find that second option to win these games, that second win condition, and at the moment it seems like EG still just has the one, which is individual players having like incredible games. Breeze dropping 20+, Ethan dropping 20+,
which is a great luxury when you have it, and then when you don't, you've got to wonder. I don't know. I've seen a lot of creative plays out of EG. You've started to look through their games in the past, so it feels like they should have. I don't know if I'm willing to say that their level is going to be as as deep as Astralis. That's a high bar to reach there, but I feel like they've gotten enough to to be able to put off more of a fight. Nice return from Cirque. Trade there. Breeze running away with the USP. Turn through the smoke and just going to go for the fight. Nice enough pick off, and the scout suddenly is dangerous. Deep breath here for 100 Thieves. Down the middle, he should be able to punish it, and they'll take down that scout finally. That still can be scary. I guess Tarek is running and making a bit of noise, and they're waiting for him, challenging with the Deagle, and nearly winning the fight against Azur.
Yes, he had plenty of opportunities to clean up that kill.
Yeah, that's a wake-up call surely for 100 Thieves. That can never really happen again throughout the rest of this half.
You can't let that happen. Good shot from JKS, and another good shot in return from Cirque right through the door. You could see that from his point of view. 10-8. 2 rounds separate these teams.
Satisfaction. No! Does get the leg through. Stanislaw a little bit low on health. No head armor on anyone there on the CT side. I mean, again, that Galil, it's a small point, but sometimes you see it make a difference in the end. They needed the grenades and the kits, though. Hard to blame them for making the choice, ultimately. Pretty much a default setup here for 100 Thieves. Taking over Catwalk, holding long and upper dark, at least for a while. Now they're all congregating towards the middle of the map.
I think one thing we noticed the other day when EG were playing Dust2 as well, or at least I kind of picked up on, Cirque at this railing. He had some equally tough rounds as we saw Gratisfaction in the first half, missing some shots coming up this pathway, and he seemed a little bit uncomfortable to try and establish his dominance as an AWPer during these A hits. He gave up this angle quite frequently that he's playing in right now when the flashbangs rang in. He just bailed out and went straight to long without even trying to get a pick, which happens from time to time when the flashbangs are on point. So here we go. We'll see what he can do this time.
That very nearly connected. But yeah, as you said, here's the sort of constant flood of flashbangs just in his eyes all the time. He just wants that scope. He had pretty much one chance there where he could actually see something, and that did not work out for a kill. The bomb is being planted and no one there to stop it. Stanislaw now coming out of the B-bomb site to try and help out. Tarek just hoping that someone's going to be aggressive, that he could snipe away at. Gratisfaction goes down, but they're still in middle, and JKS is now flanking Stanislaw. That's only now just coming here. Ethan goes down, Circus next, and Lias, a huge double, and there's that flank we were talking about. Breeze has to pick up the AWP and run for it. That's a nice hit for 100 Thieves. That looked very much in their control almost the whole time.
Yep, Cirque missing a couple shots on the cross, as I mentioned, but also the tough part, actually hold the thought, because they're going to try and hunt down this AWP. Breeze has got some work if he wants to stay alive. Not too committed to the hunt, but at least boxing him in, so he should be fine unless JKS decides to get aggressive. There it is, picks off the shoulder. But also, you could see Tarek at railing with the M4, wanted to peek up into that bomb site, and I felt like you can almost imagine the communication that's happening as Tarek asking for a flashbang, you know, saying, somebody flash me into the sky, I want to peek into the A bomb site, and Cirque doesn't have a flashbang. His teammate at long doesn't have a flashbang. They just didn't have the resources, and this is the same stumbling block that 100 Thieves had in the first half, was missing those critical resources late stages in the rounds. They didn't have the smokes for the bomb diffuses that was planted for long, 100 Thieves, and now it's Evil Geniuses not having the flashbangs to set their teammates up.
A little bit of a fake towards long, and there's a smoke blocking their way over at the B-bomb side. I think otherwise they would have gone already, because all they've really done is give a rifle. I think that was just, again, they had the smoke at that long corner. They were pretending to go for it.
Oh, they're going to rotate just in time. This is going to be perfect.
This is actually very, very cool. It's a USP for now. Stanislaw setting up with the C-set 75. The reload takes forever, and he almost got the AK up. Then Breeze lining it up. A triple kill for him in the round. And yeah, that smoke ruined their day. They had, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to criticize the choice, but the fact that they waited, that cost them the round.
Yeah, the entire smoke. And not just that, it's also part of the trouble of it was they were the only other four players. They were all here. There was no other presence across the map. If someone's in middle, you know, maybe EG isn't able to rotate all the players into that perfect position.
Yeah, they did do that fake that I was talking about, you know, throwing the smoke at long, going for the corner again, and this time they are going to commit to the fight. So jumping out around the Breeze, getting flashed through and almost hitting that timing, but instead they lose two, and this is not good news for EG. They need to win this round. They've done a lot of damage in return, but they're only just now in the second half, so they can't give it up already.
Well, I'll tell you the other nightmare. It's a double op setup, Ethan and Cirque, and that means not just expensive, but look at the HP on Liaz, Azza, and Gratisfaction. They can be pretty decent cleanups with the M4s, but with two ops, less of an opportunity. This is still recoverable, though, for EG, and I'd like to see them at least fight for it to some degree.
Yes, give Cirque a chance to shine. We know he can do it. Nearly a kill there for Stanislaw. He's still fighting JKS, who's alone. There's no one really next to him, so I think Cirque might actually have a chance to prove himself out here at long. One opportunity missed, and now re-peeking is very dangerous. Grenade to try and set him up. He misses one more. Ethan also not connecting, and yeah, they're getting both those orbs taken away.
Wow, I can't believe all those op shots missed. That's a disaster. Normally a pretty reliable double op setup, but some rough games coming out for the EG guys.
They had plenty of chances, right? Like, they had 5 shots between them, I think. If even half of those connect, it's quite a different round.
Nice take of long. You could see the difference in theories. 100 Thieves, every time there was pressure from EG at long, they backed off and played into the bomb site. EG, there's pressure at long, they want to flash that smoke and they want to go battle. Unfortunately, the route's taken by Breeze to come through that smoke is right into the blind player's crosshair, and he goes down.
I mean, I still do quite like it. And CTs have a way to set a smoke up that's a little bit closer to long cave, that you can sort of play around. So I don't mind that they try to do that. 12-9 though. The economy. Cirque has a fair bit of money. Breeze has enough. They save that one M4. They could go for it. But I don't know. It's so hard to figure out what to even say at this point in time because 100 Thieves could have won the first map, and they end up winning Nuke. So it could theoretically could have been 2-0 in their favor.
Yeah.
But the way that EG were playing, you know, at least on Nuke towards the end as well, and just overall, it looked like maybe they were going to be the ones coming out on top of this one. Now I'm not so sure anymore. 100 Thieves have found just the last bit of strength here. Look at Jacob at 18 kills, Azure at 18 kills, and he was playing very well on the last map as well.
Yeah, he's putting in a good series. I think the big difference maker, obviously, has got to be going back to the first half. The difference of Gratisfaction of how he started the first half.
Yeah.
You said 0-9, 0-8, whatever it might have been, and then he just skyrocketed. Once he started hitting those op shots, they made that comeback happen on their defensive side, and that's given him the chance to come alive in this game. Ooh, and he still delivers. He had a tag earlier. This time he's on point. And in a round that dictates so much because of the economy, EG doesn't have a whole lot left in the bank after this round. That's a huge pick.
Kind of impressed that EG don't over-rotate in this scenario, because there were even grenades being thrown into B, so you could have seen them just panic for it. Not so. Probably good news. 4-on-5 here. And jumping all the way up. They're feeling great about that A-bomb side at the moment. Hard to blame them. Nice shot on Stanislaw. And now it's really falling apart here.
I think this is where you're starting to see the cracks in EG as well. The pressure, not feeling the momentum, not able to build anything. We talk about them as a snowballing team. Well, they seem to be snowballing in the other direction at the moment. Trying to find ways to get back into this, and it's just all failing. Tarek, yeah, good luck. This will be something for the YouTube channel.
Or not.
Or not.
Breeze, pretty impressive double kill, but no one is going to be able to challenge Gratisfaction at the moment. All the way up to 17. He's nearly topping the scoreboard. He's 2 kills away from being the top fragger after, again, having been
0-8, 0-9, whatever it was, right around there.
Yeah. All right. That's nice.
Jesus. Fair play to the man.
Yeah, this is...
It's
very cool.
That's an impressive mentality.
Hard to get back into a game like that if you start off slow. Scout on the other side. That smoke is going to have Jacob immediately alert. The ES goes down though. It's over at alone between Breeze and Tarek, and they get to steal the Krieg. We talk about the lack of strategy on that T side, and maybe too much of a focus on players who are then underperforming slightly. But because of the firepower, they should have some rounds here. Just all they need is 1 or 2 rounds where someone goes completely crazy.
We have a chance here with Tarek, but again, even if he wants to peek, he's the one. Oh, he's just burning. He's burning down to 21. Ethan's going to burn down to 76 as well. This is a nightmare. He'd love to peek, Tarek. There's the first they line up. He couldn't convert it. Ethan with a scout. He's found 1 tag, but he's got 2 more. That would be so difficult, and that would be a disgusting shot to hit. A small chance for Ethan, but the scout is just not the weapon for it. 14-9, and 100 Thieves is 2 wins away from eliminating Evil Geniuses.
They're playing such a solid Counter-Strike right now. And EG, they just don't have... I mean, I don't even want to say the firepower. They have the firepower to match it, but they're not hitting the shots at the moment. And you can also tell that the whole game, the pace of the game right now is being dictated so hard by 100 Thieves. And that's partly because, obviously, they're playing on the T side, and that's just how the game plays out. But EG can't find a way to throw a wrench in that. They can't find a way to properly stop them and properly sort of make them doubt what's going on. They seem like all the time in control of where the attack is going to happen, how that fight is going to be playing out, and exactly where they have all the grenades every single time. There's so much stacked in their favor. 14-9. I'm so impressed by 100 Thieves right now. I think this is what we were hoping for when we started to come into this, and we weren't really getting much of it. Jacob is 21-6. He's only died 6 times in 23 rounds.
It's a 12-2 run for 100 Thieves. At one point, this was 7-2 in the favor of EG.
All right.
That's a far cry away. There we go. You said they may needed just 1 or 2 rounds delivered by some of their star players. Cirque's got him in the right foot here in a 5-on-4.
That's a shot he doesn't wait to see if anyone is there, right? He just crouches and shoots, and that's it.
And someone was there.
Someone was there. 3 men stacked on the catwalk. Jacob will get a lot more than he wanted, and the follow-up. Cirque is back in action. Now they need to slow it down. Don't keep fighting this. It's definitely not worth it. They come out on top, but they could have lined up for at least one quick kill. That little bit of patience right now is what's needed.
I don't know if he was spotted, Gratisfaction, as he crossed. It looks actually like he was, because Breeze is hustling towards long. Cirque has a new angle, an off angle deep into the bomb site. Gratisfaction's just going to wander right into it. 10th round. EG's hit double digits, now just 4 back.
Could Cirque have a comeback of his own?
Yeah, the Oppers. He's got to hit 3 kills in that round. The opening and the closing. And enough players survive that EG can build up some money. He's blind, too. He's full blind. I think quietly, Tarek's had a pretty solid event as well. Considering coming into this, I think he was on, what, like a 5 negative event streak?
Yeah, that's
Negative
true.
rating event streak.
I agree. He's been playing a pretty solid game.
He was pretty vocal about his frustrations at the end of last year. Does Gratisfaction do that again? Did he hit Ethan on the cross again?
He did, and there was some rifle spam coming through on Tarek too. So all the people who don't enjoy that part of Dust2 are going to be unhappy at the moment. Breeze is stationed down in pit. Cirque falling back. That A defense is so weak right now. The bomb is outside of Upper Dark though, which has me immediately nervous. I know there's a minute and 20 seconds, but I'm still nervous.
Well, Cirque is forced off the angle. Flashbang to delay anything. But 100 Thieves didn't want to press the issue. Still 3 players in the B bomb site. So starting to look like they have a very good read of what's coming.
And I think they're right. I think they're exactly right. They've pushed back Catwalk, but 4 people from middle though. Ooh.
They've got so much utility on the 100 Thieves side. They can do the smokes in CT spawn. They can just barrage flashbangs. They have Molotovs as well for Ethan in the back of the site. And a Molotov goes down and Ethan just dies.
Yeah, that's certainly one part of it, but what if JKS has, I mean, even just one good flashbang from up here? He's got one, but it could be the God Flash that we all love. 30 seconds on the clock, and he's going to be joined by... Actually, Azza will take the bomb instead. Gratisfaction with a kill, but Stanislaw doing a great job. Turns around, and he's ready. One more headshot, and that's the bomb back there. Stanislaw to kill every single one coming through. A fantastic quad kill. Working on the ace, and he will get it. Stan the man. 14-11, just when his team needed him.
No way. That's so nice from Stanislaw. Listen, you're a prophet. It's all coming true. You said they needed some individual performance. You said they needed some heroic efforts. They had Cirque with a 3 kill in the previous round. Now Stanislaw with all 5. And this is incredible shooting with the Krieg. Look at him turn. He's ready for the next one. That's so fast.
Yeah, every single time he was there. Now, watching the replay, the one thing you have to notice, though, not a single flashbang, right? Nothing to stop him.
All that utility we pointed out.
Yeah. So that might have been a slight mistake. Look at the money for 100 Thieves. Man, this could be the turning point. Absolutely.
Oh my God. It's taken out of the contest. So Ethan goes down. So does Tarek. He gets a double, but he's traded.
And Breeze is running out long. He knows they're all there. Called immediately, should get at least an easy kill on Azza, who's trying to set up a smoke. And actually, that's even better for Breeze. He sees no one following it up, so they could probably guess most of the rest here. And they really should be winning this round. JKS, Eagle in hand, and he goes down to Breeze. A good flank, a good triple, and now 12-14. 3 in a row right now for EG, and it's put such a strain on the 100 Thieves economy. It was just on the previous round, but that's going to keep coming back now. If they can't win this round, suddenly... Yeah. EG could tie up the scoreline more or less.
Yeah, we're not done yet. 12-14, 4 rounds remaining. And this is where things get real grimy. This is where both the teams just, that thought in the back of your head that this is for elimination. This is for a place in the Spodek. Place in that IEM Katowice stage, this historic stage. And it all comes down to these last 4 rounds. 100 Thieves just 2 away.
Pretty decent grenade landing on Azza. That was just Tarek tossing it in there. Double up on the EG side now. And with Cirque covering the corner and Breeze down in the pit, that long position is really well defended.
Almost had it. Cirque gonna back away over towards railing. Breeze is trusted in pit.
Are they just all gonna go catwalk? I mean, that worked in the beginning of this half for them.
This is a different angle, though. Cirque with his deep peer towards the stairs, towards Catwalk, just needs at least 1 before dropping away. Gratisfaction wisely just pre-fires it, tries to catch him off guard. He knows how the Oppers operate.
Yeah, he does. This is so close right now. 50 seconds. Putting out a smoke in middle, pretending it's one of those B hits, maybe hoping to distract someone or force a rotation, but they're not going B, they're not going middle. They're going to recommit to it, and let's see how many flashbangs they can get against Cirque here before he actually starts picking them apart. They're waiting. Are they going to try and boost it? He's ready. He has seen this coming if they go for it, but nope. Flashbang comes in, and oh, the headshot coming through. Jacob didn't even stop running, and Gratisfaction to follow with a breeze caught. And that is 15 rounds for 100 Thieves. Ethan and Stanislaw do not have the money to fight this. They need those rifles. That's a clean hit. To find that in the 27th round.
It's a very clean hit, but again, just no counter utility coming out from EG to slow that down. No Molotovs going towards Gandalf, no flashbangs in the sky to make 100 Thieves even pause or just slow it down a little bit. And again, for EG, the op at this part of the map for them has been ineffective.
It really has. If you're Cirque and you get flashed out of that position, the one thing you'd love to do is set up a grenade for Tarek to peek from Goose.
Yeah.
That would really help out a lot.
And listen,
right.
I mean, he didn't really have a chance of any kind of response. He got deleted, you have to say, a spectacular shot on the entry to take Cirque out in the first place. But this is over the course of this half, over the course of, what, the Dust2, we saw them yesterday. This has not been, you know, a very impressive...
No, definitely not.
Impressive location for Cirque. He's lost a lot of those battles.
And EG at times looking really good. You see that snowball, you see all of the things coming together, and then it falls apart anyway. And 100 Thieves so far have managed to outlive them, which is really quite something. Real strength and real test of a team to be able to do this.
This has been a stressful game.
Yeah, you can see that on everyone involved.
Especially, I was just thinking of Kassad. He is one of the funniest people to walk by, and you just see the relief. Here we go. Round 28. 100 Thieves, a chance to knock EG out of the event, and EG fighting for overtime. They have to win 3 in a row. And their expectations for EG is to be in a position to potentially win the entire event. That is where the Counter-Strike community believes that they should be. Challenging for that trophy, and they might just go out in the group stage.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've come into this event really not knowing who exactly to look for, but EG is certainly one of the teams that should have that quality, that should be able to make it there. A lot of it has not been working throughout this best of 3. And you said 3 more rounds to get into overtime. That's what they need. A double op on Ethan and Cirque. Once again, they had the money for that. Flashed into the fight. Tarek needs to get back around the corner, and he just will. Now being covered by Cirque, and if they knew someone had to throw that flashbang. If they try to hunt it down, that would not end well. Azza almost dead walking into that crosshair. Is there going to be anyone there helping Tarek out? I'm not sure. Flashbang, but it doesn't go deep enough. And Azza could see everything. Smoke up high, Molotovs and smoke, and they're going to come for the B-bomb site now. Ethan and Stanislaw, can they do it one more time? Ethan goes down, and it is all on the captain. Coming up the window, nearly finding that one. He's taken down Gratisfaction and looks inside of the window, but 2 versus 3. This is it. Either going to get knocked out or they're going to go for the retake here. They have a single flashbang. How can you get through all of this? A man down, Molotovs in the window. Oh, they are so screwed to get in here. At 100 Thieves know it. They should have all the confidence. More grenades being thrown out at them. They are absolutely saying no thank you. And that bomb is ticking down on the other side. It's now or never. The single flashbang. Are they going to try and just boost it in there? Looking up but not finding anyone. Throwing Stanislaw in, and that is it! 16-12 as EG get to leave the tournament. At 100 Thieves, they'll fight another day. And it